Do you know that the camera predates photography by at least 1,000 years? The camera is the Latin word for room. These are originally large wooden boxes constructed for architectural purposes. The box was light tight. There would be a pinhole at one side and white paper on the other side on which the image was projected. There were two drawbacks to this, however. One was that the artist blocked the light with his body as he tried to trace the lines of the image, and two, that the image was upside down and reversed. Despite the above drawbacks, the ancient scientists mechanics knew they had something unique at hand, and soon figured that by downsizing the cameras, they would have a more functional recording device. For centuries, it had been observed that sunlight produces a chemical reaction on certain surfaces. Around the 17th century, scientists had noticed that various surfaces would immediately darken when exposed to light. For instance, a leaf placed on a chemically treated surface and left in the sunlight would produce a negative but remarkable likeness of that leaf. But the image soon faded. The answer was to come up with a chemical mixture that would fix the image permanently. As this served no purpose at the time outside entertainment, this challenge was something that got low priority. At the turn of the 19th century, however, Josiah Wedgwood of Wedgwood China fame was using his camera to make sketches for his designs to be applied to his family's china products. He had the idea that there must be some way that the details cast upon the tracing paper could be made permanent, and began experimenting with chemicals based on the earlier research. He had some success initially, but the images still faded. Now, the one interesting thing about the history of invention is that if you are working on something, you can be sure there are others unknown to you as you are to them who will be working on the same challenge. Most of the famous inventors we know are only famous because they got to the patent office before anyone else. Now, from the year about 1799 to 1839, throughout Europe, North America, and South America, there were those who were trying to combine the ancient camera with photochemistry that would react to light and create an image, and then to extend that chemistry to keep the image from fading. In January of 1839, an Englishman by the name of Talbot and a Frenchman by the name of Daguerre announced and demonstrated to the world that which we know as photography. These inventors gave us this gift, which literally means to record with light. We are now at that point in phototechnology where the digital camera is about to make the film camera extinct. It is important to note, however, that we are still using light focused through a lens into a box onto a photoreceptive surface to make an image. All right, let's go out and look at the world of cameras and creating images.